So you're a supporter. You started walking today in support of the entire movement. Why? What are your concerns now?
Well, like, I believe that like housing is a human right. I don't believe that anyone should disrespect community though, and like I feel if you're going to take back land in a confrontational way, even though this is peaceful, it's confrontational, do it in areas where you want to make people uncomfortable. Do it in a rich white neighborhood, do it at Yale, do it somewhere where they have the money, where people are part of the problem. Don't come up into a black or brown neighborhood or a poor white neighborhood where people are just trying to get by and then make a decision without even talking to people. And I mean, I appreciate the sentiment behind this action, but like, it's like, if you can't tell people, if you can't talk to the neighbors beforehand and get their consent, not rubber stamp, we're doing this, I hope you're okay with it, but how do you feel we should address this issue, and hear from the neighbors and listen to them, and if they're like, get the hell out of our neighborhood, like you gotta hear that. Like, if you're just gonna rubber stamp it and come in like some do-gooderism business and be like, this is what we're doing, like, that's offensive to the neighbors. You don't know what they're going through. It contributes to gentrification. It's disrespectful. You know, if the neighbors, if you can't verify like through the neighbors if they're cool with this, then you need to do another action. And
do you think that this was a mistake on the behalf of the house?
I feel like there's like a naivete in organizing where it's like people are so excited about doing something good, they don't think about how they can be harmful. And especially like people like white folk, men, like do-gooders, liberals, a lot of people, they don't check their own privilege. They don't realize how they're part of the problem. They don't ask how they're part of the problem. They assume we're the good guys and anything we do is going to turn to gold. And then you see the hard way how it doesn't. How, like, I mean, I'm an anarchist, so I've seen mad places where there's buildings that are squatted with all white activists in black neighborhoods, and I'm like, okay, so because you're anti-racist, y'all filthy white people live 15 to a room, you're paying no rent while there's black folk from here paying more than you. And like, because you're taking advantage of this abandoned building, and why are the people from the neighborhood not living in there? That's not your concern. They're not living in there, and it's not for you to invade and live in there. If they're not using this space, use space where you don't mind putting the people out. Just occupy a Yale building, occupy a rich white neighborhood, squat on their lawn, and then when they call the pigs, I mean, this is war. This is war on our people. Be prepared for war. Don't pimp black and brown poverty. Don't take advantage of black and brown poverty to make yourself feel better. Like, liberal do-gooderism isn't the answer. Like, the answer is asking how I can help, not saying here's how I'll help. And that's the big mistake.